I thought my family saw me as the responsible one. Turns out, I was just the family ATM. And when they finally crossed the line, I made sure they never forgot it. For years, I was the one who held things together. Need the bills covered until payday? I was there. Car breaks down. I'd send money. Family trip planning? That was always on me. And honestly, I didn't mind. It felt good being dependable. But looking back now, they weren't grateful. They were just comfortable. It all came crashing down the weekend of our annual family trip. I'd booked a cabin, sent out the schedule, even stocked up on everyone's favorite snacks. I drove 2 hours out, feeling proud, like I'd set up the perfect getaway. But when I arrived, the cabin door wouldn't unlock. I called the rental company, and they told me the reservation had been canceled, refunded from my own email. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Then, as I sat there in the parking lot, my phone buzzed. Instagram. A new post. My entire family, my mom, my siblings, even their kids, were all smiling at a different cabin by the lake. Laughing, grilling, playing games. Without me. That's when it hit me like a punch to the chest. They hadn't just forgotten me. They had deliberately cut me out. I didn't scream. I didn't call. I didn't even text. I just sat there in silence, realizing the truth. To them, I wasn't family. I was a resource. And when they didn't want me, they tossed me aside. That's when I made a decision. If I was nothing more than the family wallet, then the wallet was closed. First step? Subscriptions. Netflix? Canceled. Hulu? Gone. Disney Plus, Spotify, Amazon Prime, every single one. Their phones started blowing up the next day. Hey, why isn't Netflix working? Why can't I order on Amazon? I kept my replies short and cold. Handle it yourselves. Next step? Money. The family emergency fund, all in my name. Nearly $20,000. I moved every cent into my personal account. Legal. Clean. Done. Finally, I cut off the little extras. No more Costco membership. No more shared logins. No more safety net. For the first time in years, they were on their own. The meltdown was immediate. My sister called, furious, saying I was ruining the family. My brother tried guilt, reminding me of all the times they were there for me. Funny how I couldn't think of a single one. And my mom, she tried to gaslight me. It was just a misunderstanding. Really? A misunderstanding with a whole cabin booked behind my back? I stayed calm. No yelling. No explanations. Just one line. You'll need to figure it out without me. At first, they were angry. Then, reality set in. Bills went unpaid. My sister maxed out her credit card. My brother couldn't move into the new apartment he'd been counting on. My parents realized just how expensive life was without me covering the extras. And for the first time ever, they had to stand on their own. Months later, the apologies started rolling in. Slow, awkward, half-hearted at first, but eventually genuine. They admitted they'd taken me for granted, that they'd used me, that they thought I'd never say no. Now, things are different. They pay their own bills. They plan their own trips. They don't see me as a walking ATM anymore. Do we still talk? Sure, but on my terms, with respect. And when they call, it's not, can you send money? It's, can we see you? Turns out, sometimes the only way to fix a family is to let it fall apart first. They wanted a vacation without me, so I gave them a life without me. And in the end, it was the best trip I never took.